CEO Dave Calhoun called for banning on Meg at Invictus closing by warning to pull Boeing sponsorship. Earlier, a spokesperson confirms that Meghan and Harry are delighted to be attending the Invictus Games 2023 in Düsseldorf next month. Harry will be there from the start, and Meghan will join him later on in the competition. They'll both be at the closing ceremony. However, last night, allegedly, Boeing CEO David Calhoun warned that Invictus may be pulling Boeing's sponsorship from this year's event. The announcement was made one day after Meghan's attendance had been reported. Dave has called for a ban on Meghan speaking at any part of the event. In April, Boeing announced that it's expanding its support of the Invictus Games and the wounded servicemen and women from around the world who compete and inspire. For the first time, the company will serve as the presenting partner of Invictus Games Düsseldorf 2023. The Invictus Games makes a decisive contribution to the rehabilitation of wounded, injured, and sick service personnel and veterans, said Brigadier General Alfred Marstaller, project director of the Invictus Games Düsseldorf 2023. We are delighted to be working with Boeing this year to provide lasting support to the competitors on their rehabilitation journey. But now Boeing is drawing a clear line with Invictus Games because of Meghan Markle. In addition to Boeing, even the big sponsor, Disney, which has invested heavily in Invictus Games in the past, this year withdrew its sponsorship after news that Meghan would appear in the closing ceremony broke out. Disney CEO Bob Iger is not the guy you want to piss off, especially in show business. I remember that disgusting video where Harry literally pitched Meghan to Bob Iger at the Lion King premiere. Iger's wife's face at the end was priceless. The fault here rests with the Duke and Duchess. They're supposedly earning millions for the Invictus documentary, and yet they can't manage to put in that 1% effort. The only effort they put is figuring out what clothes to merch for her, what hair to spray on for him, and private jets to mooch off of for both of them. How sad Harry cannot read the room of these veterans who've been through so much. They don't want the wife anywhere near them, and if true of her demands, food, hotel, etc., Harry should really be ashamed of himself. Hopefully, this will be the last Invictus we see either of them at. Meghan is clearly well aware of the high probability of being met with boos if she appears in person. There's also the extremely high number of negative comments on Invictus websites and protest messages being received regarding Markle. Invictus may choose to cancel Markle's personal appearance to avoid the negative reactions which will reflect strongly on Invictus. But no way Meghan would miss a photo opportunity like this. Pictures with wounded vets are good for her brand. She doesn't really give a damn about them, though. She wouldn't miss an opportunity for publicity around the first anniversary of the Queen's passing. Definitely not. Still trying to one-up the late Queen, then Williams in New York City. She simply has to be in the news that week as well. Bravely carrying on even though she's skinny and millions of dollars in debt because of that husband. Markle is a possessed planner. She puts high energy and time into plotting out schemes and plans to attain goals.